Hello students, Jai Swaminarayan. Thought of the day. There is no elevator to success. You have to take stairs. It means for success, to become successful, there is no shortcut. Of course, you have to take the stairs. It means step by step you can get success or you can achieve success. Okay students?
Narayan, today in this session of grammar we are going to continue with the textbook solution. In previous session we have already started textbook solution, right? I have explained you nominative case, objective case and possessive case. Now as I told you that nominative case is what is subject. Subject means the person who has done the action. The person who has done the action, right? We have already done this. So that is what nominative case. Objective case means verb plus what? If we get the answer of what? For example, she made a biryani. Now, here, who has done the action? She. So, she will be what? Subject. Now, subject is equal to nominative case. Okay. Now, made a biryani. Made is a verb. Now verb plus what? What? Biryani. She made a biryani, right? We don't have to underline the verb. I am just explaining you. So biryani. What she made? We got the answer. What? See, biryani will be your object, right? So object is equal to objective case. Okay. Subject is equal to nominative case and object is equal to objective case. This we have already learned, right, in our previous class, right? Now, possessive case. This I am just giving you introduction as we have already done this, right? Now students, possessive case means when it shows the possession of something and it always has apostrophe s. When there is apostrophe s in the sentence or in any noun, okay, then that will be possessive case. Simple. So today we are going to start with the solution of nominative case, noun cases, right? These are known as noun cases, right? So the question is question number A on page number 9. Okay, question number A, page number 9. Now, in that, what you have to do? Identify the case of underlying noun, write N for nominative case, O for objective case and P for possessive case. You are not supposed to write full nominative, objective, possessive. No. N, O, P. N for nominative, O for objective and P for possessive. Okay. Now, first one. Abbas won the race. Tell me. Abbas won the race. They have underlined two things, that is Abbas and race. Now tell me, Abbas, who has done the action? Abbas has done the action. So it will be nominative case as Abbas is a subject. And I told you subject is equal to nominative case. Now won the match, won the race. What she won, or sorry, what he won? He won the race. So race will be object for you. Object, it means objective case. Nominative case, objective case. Okay. Now in the same way we will start second one. The carpenter also made a table. The carpenter also made a table. Now student, in question they have underlined carpenter and table. Now who has done the action in this sentence? Carpenter. Carpenter made, right? So carpenter has done the action. So carpenter will be subject, right? So subject is equal to nominative case. So carpenter will be nominative case. Now what he made? What the carpenter made? Table. So we got the object, that is table. So that object will be objective case. Okay students. Now next. Nimi is coloring the picture. Very easy. Nimi is coloring the picture. Okay. They have underlined Nimi and picture. Now who is coloring? Nimi. Action is done by whom? By Nimi, right? So Nimi will be nominative case while picture will be objective case. As we get the idea that what she had made, right? What she is coloring. She is coloring the picture. So picture is objective case. Now next. In next they have underlined only one sentence, right? One noun, right? So that is easy to identify. Nimi gave the teacher the picture. They have underlined picture, only picture. So you have to identify picture, whether it is nominative case or objective case. Nimi gave. So action is done by Nimi. So Nimi is subject, right? So we'll forget that. Nimi gave the teacher the picture. So here picture will be what, students? What she gave? She gave picture. So picture will be objective case. In this, indirect object is also there. We have also already learned indirect object, right? Now next, fifth one, father is cooking noodles. Now father, they have underlined father. Who has done the action? Who is cooking yummy yummy noodles? Father is cooking, right? So father is doing action. Yes or no? In cooking, cooking requires action. So who has performed the action? Father has performed the action. So father will be what? Nominative case. Okay. Now in the same way, sixth one. Sumeda's books are on the shelves. Now in this sentence you can see they have underlined Sumeda's. Now it has apostrophe S. It has apostrophe S. Now as I told you, apostrophe S means it is which case? Possessive case. Okay students. So I hope that this is clear to you. First 6 I have done. 7 to 10 is homework for you. You have to try it by yourself. Okay students, now we are going to learn about formation of noun. Now formation of noun, abstract noun. You can form abstract noun from verb and from adjectives. Okay, nouns can be formed from both, from verbs and adjectives. How? That we are going to learn now. Okay students. Now students, we are going to start with the new topic, that is formation of noun. Now as I told you, formation of noun is very easy. You have to add suffix at the end of the noun, or at the end of the word, right? There are many words given that can be adjective or verb that we can change into noun, right? That verb or that adjective we can change it to noun by adding suffix. Suffix like ment at the end, ance at the end, ence at the end, al at the end, sion at the end, tion at the end, and many more. Now, just for example, if we take ment, if the word is advertise, we can easily change it Advertisement. Right? Advertisement. MENT at the end. Right or easy? Right? It's very easy. It's very simple. At the end we have to add suffix, and that suffix can be many. Right? Now, for example, ANCE. Right? Attendance. For example, attend. We can change it into attendance by adding suffix ANCE at the end. For example, ENCE. Right? ENCE. Now, what we can take? It's very simple. ENCE. For example, dependence. So here ENCE, we have end suffix at the end, that is ENCE. So here ENCE, depend. The word depend we can change into abstract noun, that is dependence. Okay. Now AL, we can easily make different words from different noun, abstract noun from AL. That is removal. See, it ends with AL. Then that is what? That is suffix. Okay. Or disposable or disposal. Sorry, disposal. It also ends with what? AL. So in this way we can make many abstract noun with the help of suffix, and suffixes are we have to add it at the end of the word. Okay. For example, SION. So we can write admission. SION. Right. So now next, TION. Information. Right? TION. So in this way we can change abstract, we can change verb and adjective into abstract noun or a noun. For example, excite. So how we can change this word excite? We can add MENT at the end. Excitement. So that will be abstract noun. Right? Grow. How we can change into abstract noun? We can write growth. GROWTH. TH is the suffix here. MENT is the suffix. Right? Now next, fly. So we can easily change this into abstract noun by adding FLIGHT, IGHT at the end. Right? So these are called means formation of noun. Right? Formation of noun from verb and adjective by adding suffix. Right? This we have learned in previous class as well. Right? So now we will start exercise related to this. Now students, question number B, fill in the blanks with noun formed from the words given in the bracket. Right? Now next, in bracket they have given the particular word that we have to change it into noun by adding suffix. Right? Now first one, the dash has decided to give into the workers' demand. Manage. So that manage will change into management. Okay students. Now next. A dash in the park lost his phone. Jog. By adding ER, suffix ER, we can easily form noun, that is jogger. In the same way, third one, I don't have time to read the entire newspaper every day, but I do read the dash. They have given the word edit, so we can change it into additional. What we have added at the end? This. Right? In this we have added this. Okay, like this we have to form. Now next. His dash to the post of managing director came as a surprise to all. Elect. Elect will change into election. What we have added? T-I-O-N. Okay, students. Now next. His dash to the work annoyed the boss. Refuse. Refuse will change into refusal. What we have added? Preposition. And what is the object along with this preposition? That is filled. So filled will be object of preposition. Okay. Now fourth one. She sat by the fire to dry her hair. Now she sat by the fire to dry the her hair. Now students, in this sentence, by is what? Preposition, right? So we will underline by and we will circle the object along with that. What is the object along with preposition? That is fire, right? So we will circle fire as it is object of preposition. Okay. Now next is very easy. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. On is what, students? On is preposition. And what about wall? Wall will be object of preposition as that comes along with preposition. On the wall, right? In the garden, over the hill. These all are phrases, right? So that is what? That is object of preposition. Preposition along with its object. Okay, students. So till 5th we have completed. 6 to 10 you have to try it by yourself. Now in next session we are going to continue with question number D and let's perfect it. Okay, students. Till that, keep learning. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye and take care of